now had no bearing at all that Alyssa was gay. None.
Really?
No. It was something else I liked. It was like diversity times 90.
True.
Right? All right, so that's what I want to get into.
Yeah.
It literally drives me crazy that people are ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
It does. She knows this because I've gotten angry in front of her about it.
Yeah.
It is very, very frustrating to know that people in general, not all of you, think that it's a choice to be gay. Like Alyssa one day was like, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna be gay. I think I'm gonna make my life a lot harder.
Sounds like a good plan.
Right?
Yeah.
Or when somebody, you could say the same thing about somebody being black,
Mm-hmm.
that they thought, you know what, this is gonna get me further in life.
Right.
I think I'll be black today.
It's the same thing, but I think
It
people
is.
don't necessarily see it the same way.
I see it the same way. I just think ignorance is the same across the board.
Yeah.
And when I saw a green book, I wanted to hide under a table, not this one, because this one's too lovely, because I was so embarrassed at that moment to be a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
it is kind of unbelievable, because I've heard a lot, so it's kind of ironic, but when Alyssa came into my life, there was a lot of prejudice that I didn't know was happening towards gay. Towards gay.
Gay people?
Gay people?
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that-
No, is that how you say it?
Yeah. How so though?
Well, I didn't know that at the school that my stepson goes to had any kind of bias towards gay, meaning that, and I don't have this information straight from, say, I don't know, the superintendent of the school, but it sounds to me, after having a very detailed conversation,
Right.
that there is an understanding that if you are gay, that you need to be saved.
Saved. Yeah.
I was so upset when I heard that it took a long time for me to get.
You're so sweet.
I
though.
still am not over it, so I don't like to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world could you think somebody needs to be saved? Like, what is wrong with you?
It's, yeah. I mean, this could be.
This could be a whole
thing.
episode just about people that need to be saved because they're not Jewish or because they're not Christian or because they're not Catholic.
Right.
I think a lot more of the ignorance for me was, and I can't emphasize this enough, is I'm from New York. So it's a different world there.
It's different there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And
know.
some of you might be saying, no shit, you're from New York, that accent.
Your accent's not that strong, but I guess.
It's not. Somebody did tell me yesterday they didn't know I was from New York until I told them. And then they really heard it. It's because my parents are from Dublin. And I wasn't really allowed to talk like the true New Yorker that I am. Where we sing when we talk.
Yeah.
Like Wendy does. Her voicemail messages yesterday were out of this
Oh
world.
my god.
So,
Listen to her talk forever.
it's incredible.
But yeah, okay.
Okay, so it was, I didn't really know coming to the South, which is where we are in Florida.
Yes.
First of all, I didn't know that the Christian and Catholic was that different of, how they teach in school.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember, I actually know for a fact that going to Catholic school in New York, I was never told that a gay person should be saved. I do know that for a fact, because my parents would not have let me go to that school.
Wow. Yeah.
No, because I grew up in a family that did not have any type of prejudice towards anything.
That's like unheard of, but yeah.
And that's more common in New York.
For sure. I definitely.
Not to say that there's not New York racists.
Right.
Or anti-gay or anti-anything.
No, that's for sure. I've met some,
Yeah.
but I mean, it definitely seems less common. There's a different mentality here.
Well, it's like more of a melting pot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of more people coming from different countries
Yes. Different cultures.
and different languages.
And you just get used to seeing people that are different from you. That makes a huge difference is when you're just like, that's why I make a point to come out, because I know that people need to just meet people. It's it's really important that you just expose other people to people that are different than them. It's amazing what that can do.
Well, it's also like, she doesn't look gay.
I mean, I guess.
I also don't look like a recovering artist.
That's true.
I don't think.
I don't
Do
think
I
you
look
do.
like a recovering artist?
like necessarily.
Not good.
Exactly.
Well, I guess an active drug addict.
What does a lesbian look like? I don't know. We're all different.
We're
I
all
don't know.
different.
We're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have seen reactions from people when they do find out that you're gay.
Yeah, you've been around for stuff
Yeah.
like that, and which is
Yeah.
funny to me because like I feel like it's always
Yeah.
entertaining for you too.
She's not gay.
Has anyone ever said that?
Yeah.
That
I can't remember who. I would tell you, I swear, you know me, I would just tell you. I
It's
can't
so
remember.
funny.
She's not gay. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that a lot. Like,
She doesn't look gay.
just people being like, she's not. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not.
She's
Okay.
from Bel Air.
Yeah, I know. That's
You went to
actually
Catholic school?
it actually has nothing to do with that. So believe it
Yeah.
or not.
She was actually born that way. I wonder why Lady Gaga created that song,
That
Born
song.
That Way. Something to listen to. Some song that you should listen to today.
Mhm.
So I think that learning all of this about how much, there's definitely more of a divide, I feel like, and I can say this because I lived in New York,
Mhm.
from how we think in New York to how people think here in Florida. So
Yeah.
not that I've gotten used to it by any means, I'm still not used to it, but I do tend to use my empath mindset of like, people don't know any better because that's how they grew up.
Right.
But that also gives people an opportunity to change, right? So you might have grown up one way, but the
Mhm.
world is changing,
Yeah.
you know? Wonderful that gay people can, why do I feel weird saying gay people?
That's totally fine to say.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay, I don't wanna be
Yeah.
offensive.
No, you're totally fine.
Thank you.
Mhm.
One thing.
And it never hurts to ask too. Like you can.
Yes.
That's another thing. Like, but she just did ask. Should I say that? Is there a better way to say that? Like that's totally valid.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like I have learned a lot, even from knowing Alyssa, about some of the slang terms.
Way
But
more
I
than
didn't
she
know- no, I
ever
had
wanted
no
to know.
idea.
But yeah.
I feel fully informed now, which is great. So I think that it's so important for people to understand that, like, the world is changing, and how we raise our children is how we raise our adults.
Mhm.
And I was very upset, obviously, to hear that. I made Cooper watch Footloose.
Yeah. Sit him down, make him watch Footloose.
You want to make change?
Watch
You make
Footloose.
it. It's so, because you can't dance at that school.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound crazy?
That's
Yeah.
even to me, even as someone who went to Catholic school her entire life, that is still a stretch.
I still almost don't believe it's
Yeah,
true.
that's insane.
Other people can dance, but you can't have a prom. Maybe that's,
Oh,
I'm sure you can dance.
I don't
Like,
know.
I don't,
So
I
sure.
really don't know. Because
Yeah.
now from that moment on, I have this, very bad reaction to the school. And have had to put my file, like I have all these files in my brain, like put that over here in this file, and put that in that file,
Yeah.
that he's getting a great education, and it's the right place for him,
Mhm.
and I'm a stepmom, so I can't, make any changes that way, but I don't agree with, what he's been taught, and what other people say to influence a child.
It's amazing.
It is kind of amazing.
Mhm.
I did say to somebody that I also didn't know had any issues, because I brought it
It's
up.
always fun. It's always
It's
fun to find out
actually-
that way.
I'd
like,
rather
cool.
not know. I've realized that now.
Oh, wow.
I think after that last one, I realized that I'd rather not know, because I won't ever feel the same about that person again.
Yeah.
Taking a deep breath because I'm thinking about that person.
Mhm.
So this person said that, well, it's okay to be gay, but I don't think they should get married.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, right. Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Well, let me tell you what I think that means. From an example, right, of my neighbor. My old neighbor had two friends, two gay men, loved them, hung out with them, went to the Pride Parade every year. That was the reason that I knew about the Pride Parade in St. Pete. I got involved with it with clients.
Mhm.
I love the Pride Parade. I've never actually gone to the parade. I go to the festival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think because there's so many people that go
There's
to
so
the
many
parade.
people.
It's a little overwhelming to me
Yeah.
in life
Mhm.
to have a lot of people around. That's
Yeah.
why we like it here.
That's absolutely true. Mhm. I can attest to that.
In the green
For
room.
sure.
So, one of the gentlemen got sick, and he was
Oh.
dying, and he was in the
I
hospital.
hate this story.
Yeah, and his partner that was with him for like 25 years, maybe 30, had no rights.
Yeah.
And couldn't see him. And his family was very upset and like didn't allow him any financial security, or it's just awful. And that happens all the time.
That's definitely, that was always a fear of mine. Yeah.
Well, the fact that if you know, are married as a woman, now you can get employee health benefits because now you can be legally married.
Right, it's definitely different. It's better now.
So much better now.
It's improved. We've made so much progress,
Yes.
For sure, in that way. Like, the fact that marriage isn't just a title, right, but it means so much more than that, like, obviously.
Yeah, for stability.
Yeah, for reasons that you don't think about, I guess. Like,
No, I would have never
really,
thought about that, actually.
That's actually the only thing I ever thought about. Like, I don't necessarily want to be married, but I want to be married for that purpose.
Yeah.
Like, if I had someone like that in my life, I would want to be able to be there if there was something that happened to them. Like, I don't care necessarily about the title. It's more just about like what that actually gives you in society, what that means to the greater community, and it means a lot. It has a lot of bearing. So.
Yes. So teaching our children that there might be something wrong. Is there anything wrong with her?
There's a lot wrong here, but it's not the gay thing.
There's nothing wrong. But really, like, to teach them that there might be is you're poisoning the minds of these children. And that's why there's racism, prejudice, in my mind. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am.
I mean, I happen to agree, but.
I think it's terrible. And I think that, thank God, even my parents, right, growing up in Ireland, like, they were Catholic. And now, because of what's going on with the priests, you know, they don't believe. You know, they don't believe in the Catholic Church. That's not to say that my mom would like nothing more than to find a church that doesn't talk about politics. She stormed out of one here in Largo once.
Stormed out?
Stormed. She's so upset.
Love her.
Yeah, she's pretty.
It's pretty great to have. Yeah, well, it's pretty good to have allies like your mother and like you.
And my dad too.
And your dad, yes.
My parents had.
Not leaving him out, but.
They have a coexist. I would tell you, I don't know if it's washed off entirely, but they have a coexist bumper sticker.
Really?
They didn't know what it meant.
Oh.
They just like the concept. They know now.
Okay, good.
But they like the concept of just everybody coexisting.
Yeah.
So they put the bumper sticker on their car, and I'm like, you're telling everybody that you're gay.
That's not true.
Well, it is. I thought only gay people put the sticker on their car.
No, I would say that coexist is more about like religious coexisting and just like coexisting.
Really?
Well, like as all of us together.
learning.
As all of us together, yeah. Like I mean, I had the coexist poster in my room in college, and I just remember like looking at it every day. It's about like everybody coexisting, you know, not just like gay people and straight people, but like. All religions, all like all colors,
all nationalities,
abilities, like whatever it might be. So
disabilities.
Yeah, it's
okay.
But yes,
can I ask predominantly?
Okay, I think it's associated, and I'm sure like you're not the only person that associates it with being like. Yes, gay people are included in the coexist.
I've just never seen a straight person knowingly put it on their bumper stick on their car if they, you know.
See, I would hope that they feel that they could. So I feel like there's definitely more to it than that, but.
But when I told them, they still loved it.
Oh, that's cute.
It's still there.
Yeah, I think that's probably. I think you probably just exemplified Bill, and I'm sure most straight people like think that way.
Oh, for sure.
But I really don't think that way. I think that it's about everything and everyone. But like, you know, whatever.
We learn something new when we communicate.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's true.
It is.
That's why I think as uncomfortable as it can be, mostly for other people, not for me, because I like to communicate my truth.
Yeah.
And just truth in general, and like laying it out there right here on the tree.
Yeah.
And then seeing, you know, maybe something good will come out of it. Because
absolutely.
I think that, you know, when I heard about the Orlando shooting, and I asked my stepson about it and what was being said at school, there were a lot of children that were saying things that were inappropriate.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, it's true. So it's heartbreaking, but it's a reality. And we have to talk about it. one of the many reasons I love Equality Florida. I love going to the gala. I love sharing about it. I love it because I don't understand it. So, funny story before maybe we wrap up.
Okay.
If we decide to wrap up. I don't think there needs to be any editing, so
All right.
it'll be up to her if like some of it gets cut out.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
So I had a girlfriend in New York. She was my best friend until she told me that she couldn't come to my wedding last minute. RSVP'd no and didn't call me. It was weird.
Weird.
It's all good though. It's a long time ago. And I always used to say to her, because she would make little jokes here and there, and I would say, well, I don't see color. I don't see it. I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to embrace and love everybody, and I think the benefit for that for me is that my parents are immigrants, so they're from Ireland, and the first time I went to Ireland when I was 16, I did not see a black person, and they still grew up with the mentality that everybody is created equal.
That is really amazing, because
It is amazing to think of. Now when you go back to Ireland, like it's majority, not even majority, but it's like New York, it's just a melting pot, and it is, the Irish people are certainly very open-minded, but then there are some that are not.
Right. There's always like the exception.
Right, but my girlfriend gave me, so I always said I don't see color. So there was this popular cherub, I think I told you this, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It's like two cherubs, it was like this popular painting or whatever, and they were always white cherubs, so all I'd ever seen. But for my birthday one year,
Oh, yeah, I
she
remember
wrapped
this.
it up, and she gave it to me, and they were black angels. And she wrote in the card, because you don't see color. And I hung it up in my apartment
Good.
in New York, because I was like so happy. She used to give me figurines too, like little black figurines. And I used to have them around my apartment.
That's so funny. That's like another thing now, like, you're not supposed to say, like, I don't see color. Even though you mean, like,
I know, everything is tough.
Yeah.
That's why it's probably why I'm so guarded about everything I say.
Yeah.
Am I saying something that's insulting?
Right.
Because I don't think most people that are open-minded would ever mean it.
Right.
They don't intend to.
I don't think so either. I don't think the intention is like malicious at all. I just think that, like, if you're just like from an educational standpoint, right? Like.
So what do I?
So no, that like I think that it's okay to say you see color. Like we all see color. I don't know. I'm not black, but this is just what I've never understood.
You're not?
Like, no. That that's
Somebody at Venus told you we were very pale, actually.
Oh my god. That's actually
Who
very.
says that? Out loud.
I mean, it's valid, okay?
Yeah, but who
like,
says it?
anyway, I just feel like I think it's okay that we say that, but I also feel like we should defer to like people of color on that. Like, I don't know, if you're not sure, ask someone who's black. If you're not sure about asking a gay person something, ask a gay person, like, right? Like, if you're ever like, can I ask somebody that? You should ask me first. Like,
Yes.
You
should.
Yeah.
You should just ask if you're not sure.
Yeah, it's never hurts to ask.
Yeah. I think we've covered a lot.
So much. We've covered a lot here today.
Is there anything that you would like the audience to know about how it feels to be a white lesbian living in Pinellas County?
Just not really, other than you really just never know. Like, you can't judge somebody by the way they look, and that's really true. I think that, like, I'm always reminding people of that. And so, here's another reminder. There's no one way to look when you're gay, and that's just how it is. So
This is how gay looks.
yeah, this is one example for sure. You're looking at it.
You are the picture of gay.
That's right. I'll take that.
It's great.
I'll take that.
Well, we hope you've learned something today
Yes.
in our tree table talk episode.
Thank you for having me on the vlog. I'm so honored.
I think it's great. She's been great, by the way. Like, oh my God, she's the longest lasting. No, well, Terry's still a very good friend, but you have to be a certain personality, I feel like, to hang out with somebody like me for a long length of time. Random things happen every day, but I do believe that the universe brings the right people together. So you should listen to that.
It's true.
It's one of the reasons I called my company the Doctor Whisperers. Be listening to somebody that's whispering, this is the right thing to do. And that is not, like saving somebody.
Right.
And we're out. piece